So, after several financially successful but overall critically panned films, Pixar needed to find a new hit. They needed to do something to get back on the big screen in a big way. And what has Pixar always done correctly? They've always nailed the emotions, the feelings, everything you want to think about while watching a Pixar movie. So what was their answer? We will do a movie that is nothing but feelings, emotions, and thinking. And there's also like a 10-year-old girl for some reason. Cue title scene. Inside Out is the latest film from Pixar Studios, aka the thing that made your childhood awesome until Cars 2 showed up. And basically, this movie follows this little girl named Riley as she moves from Wisconsin to San Francisco in a generic as hell fish out of water story. But what is it that makes this movie different? What gives it its kicker? That's actually sort of what the movie is. Instead of just showing this little girl, it shows her emotions personified as people, played by a stellar voice cast including the great Louis Black, Amy Poehler, Bill Hader, Mindy whatever her last name is, and I don't know Sadness's name, I really didn't care. And the thing is that immediately can be a big red flag, as we often see big actors cast in movies like this for no other reason other than just to get the big names. Luckily, and yes, they are partially there for their names, they are perfect in this movie. And this movie is perfect. Yes, you are watching a generic story, but it's like a filter. It takes everything interesting and fascinating about the way people think and present it in a way that is perfect for both kids and adults. I know you hear that term thrown around a lot, but this really does it. The world inside Riley's mind is so beautifully fascinating to look at. With some of Pixar's best animation, in my opinion. And you have this little girl just as she's going through life, and you just see how the emotions react. And it's so clever because you'll see how her anger can influence things. You'll see how her joy and her sadness and all that plays in a way that makes sense, but is also very interesting to think about. Especially because we also see like the parents' emotions in scenes, and you see how that has influenced her growing up. And that's just shown as so clever and so intelligent. But at the same time, it's all heartfelt and funny, and it just makes sense in that way that puts you in the movie, makes you think, yeah, that is a very interesting interpretation of how this works. I know I'm being kind of vague here about the plot, but that's because I want you all to experience it. You have to see it for yourself to truly understand how perfect and beautiful this film is. Not just in the way everything works, but the look of the movie. All the animation on the characters is clever and fascinating, and I loved watching every scene of this movie. It's so heartfelt and beautiful. I thought I cried at a couple points. And when a film is that perfect, there's only one thing to say. Inside Out is 10 out of 10 on the animation scale. It's a beautiful movie, maybe one of Pixar's best. Get out there and see it, so hopefully to God they cancel Cars 3. But what did you think? In the comment section below, give me your thoughts on Inside Out. And as always, click to like and click to subscribe. And hopefully, please, let's not get Cars 3.